Alright, so new video. The NBA will never forgive the Clippers for this. Another AM Hoops video. I reacted to this guy a lot of times on this channel. You know, his videos, they kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? They kind of tough. Sometimes this nigga just be yapping and saying bullshit. But sometimes his videos be tough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Minus the yapping shit, his videos are kind of tough. So, yeah. I think what they mean by this is the shit Kawhi was exposed for. I think he was exposed for, like, I don't know, making, like, $100 million a year. I don't know. It was some crazy shit, bro. He was making some crazy money, nigga. Some crazy money, bro. And no one was saying shit until this shit got leaked somehow. I don't know how, but, yo, the Clippers organization, y'all niggas cannot keep a secret for shit. Y'all can't keep a secret for nothing. How did this shit get leaked? How did this shit get leaked? Yo, Toronto fans, man, how do y'all feel about this shit, man? I know y'all probably don't care because this nigga gave y'all only championship. So I feel like it doesn't matter what this nigga Kawhi does. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will still praise him. But, like, yo, this is kind of suspicious, man. Like, y'all sure y'all not concerned about this nigga? Like, you know, shout out to Kawhi, but, man, they need to lock your ass up, bro. But anyways, let's get it started.
CSPN article is wild when you know what's actually going on. It looks like a report about the NBA investigation into the Clippers, but actually, it is Steve Ballmer using the media to pressure Adam Silver into doing what he wants. All you have to do is ask yourself, who leaked this? First off, the
facts. Who the fuck leaked this shit? Who leaked this? Why would you leak this? Like, there's so many questions, nigga. Like, yo, this shit is mind blowing, bro.
Writers include Baxter Holmes and Ramona Sheldon,
who leaked this shit,
two LA-based reporters who are close to the Clips. Second, the info is from a meeting that the Clippers had privately with the NBA, where the league laid out what the investigation found about a month ago. So it came from the Clippers or the NBA. But then the NBA admitted it. They were like, yo, this ESPN article, for which the NBA declined to cooperate, by the way, contains numerous and significant inaccuracies. So this came from the Clippers. But why? Well, the report says...
Man, the Clippers, I don't know, bro. After this, the Clippers are officially the worst franchise of all time, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, after this, I feel like the Clippers are officially the worst franchise of all time. Yeah, nigga, there's still the Wizards. I know y'all probably the Wizards or the Jazz, all these other trash-ass teams. Nah, nigga. This officially stamps it, bro. The Clippers are the worst franchise of all time. You know what I'm saying? They are the worst franchise of all time. Don't get me wrong, Wizards, yo, y'all not far behind, bro. Y'all are like neck and neck with this shit. But this officially put Clippers ahead of y'all niggas. Clippers are officially the worst franchise of all time. But Wizards, bro, it's neck and neck, bro. Kings too. Kings right here. Bro, it's neck and neck with y'all niggas, bro. Y'all all suck, by the way.
The NBA has found no evidence showing the LA Clippers owner Steve Ballmer funneled money through team sponsors to pay Kawhi Leonard in order to circumvent the salary cap. Period. That's it. So Ballmer is like, then what are we doing here? If you found no evidence, wrap it up and let me complete my Kawhi trade to the Raptors. Because remember, the Clips agreed to a deal sending the Raptors Kawhi in exchange for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, control of 3 first-round picks in 2 seconds. That is a gigantic haul for old, banged-up Kawhi. No, he came off a great year.
No, banged up is crazy. I think, Kawhi was low-key. I know this might sound crazy. He was low-key a top 10 player. Like this season, bro. Last season, whatever. He was low-key a top 10 player, bro. He was hooping, bro. You know what I'm saying? Injuries aside, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was playing through them shits. He was really playing through them injuries, bro. You know, injuries kind of fucked up Kawhi's career. Kawhi still had a successful career. They still need to lock this nigga up, though, because this shit is ridiculous. But, yeah, bro. Injuries really fucked up Kawhi, but, like, bro, he was hooping like a motherfucker. If you actually watch Kawhi, I mean, niggas don't watch the Clippers, but if you actually watch Kawhi highlights, like not Clippers games, because no one is turning that shit on. If a Clippers game appears on your TV, no one is turning that shit on. But if you actually watch some Kawhi highlights, bro, he was hooping this season, bro. Real shit, he was hooping.
But every day that goes by, that package is in danger of falling apart or becoming less. So Ballmer is freaking out behind the scenes, like, what is taking this so long? Likely leaked this to force the NBA's hand. But then they say, not so fast. The report also says the investigation is now focused on something else. The league is examining whether the Clippers are guilty of failure to supervise employees, though it's unclear what specific rule the team would have violated or what the penalties would be, two of the sources said, which is hilarious. NBA teams are absolutely allowed to introduce players to sponsors, and failure to supervise, that's not even an NBA rule. ESPN even says, well, the NBA is not even sure what rule this violates. That obviously came straight from the Clippers. So Adam Silver knows they're guilty, but knows he can't do nothing, so he's like inventing a rule to punish them. And Ballmer is pissed. He's like, hell no, I want complete exoneration, leaking this info to basically force the NBA to move now. But before we talk about what that means,
yeah, bro, send this nigga Kawhi and the rest of the Clippers. Send all these niggas to jail, bro. Send all these niggas to jail, bro. Real shit. Like Adam Silver, bro, I don't know what the fuck you doing, making new rules and shit. Yo, just send these niggas to jail or something, bro. I don't know.
Why? Or other teams doing this now all the time. What was the evidence, right? Because Pablo Torre found a mountain of proof. How can the NBA just ignore all of it? Well, I only want to touch on the stuff that actually matters, because we all know by now there have been like a million updates, right? I just want to focus on two things that make the NBA look terrible if they do nothing. Evidence number one, Uncle Dennis literally asked for all this stuff from the Raptors and the Lakers, and they both said no. So when Kawhi was picking a new team, free agent 2019, Uncle Dennis said, oh yeah, we'll sign, but I demand part ownership of the team, unlimited private jet access, a free house, and no shows.
What the fuck? Who even is this nigga, bro? God damn. Yo, this is too much, Unc. What the fuck? Yo, what are you putting to the table, nigga? Yo, Unc, you wildin', bro. What the fuck?
Sponsorships for additional money.
Nah, Unc is wildin'.
In fact, the Toronto Star reported the Raptors were happy to introduce Kawhi to businesses all over town who would love to work with Kawhi. But Dennis was like, let me stop you right there. His camp said, we don't want to do anything. And the Raptors representative said, well, any sponsor would want to shoot ads or arrange appearances. And Robinson reiterated, no, Leonard doesn't want to do anything for the money. But then the team that Kawhi signs with happens to have all sorts of shady no-show endorsements. Quite a coincidence.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. This must have been before all the bullshit, bro. Yo, Clippers ain't even make the fight. I remember from back in 2019, niggas would say the Clippers were the best team in the league. Oh my goodness. Yo, sometimes niggas just be saying anything, bro. Oh my, hey, bro. At least Bron won a ring in LA. You feel me? At least Bron won a ring in LA. Only one finals appearance, you know what I'm saying? At least Bron won a ring in LA, bro. You know? At least Bron won a ring in LA. Yo guys ain't even make the finals. Kawhi, bro, yo. You and the Clippers are just going outside, my nigga.
Really? So that's evidence number one. Uncle Dennis laid out the blueprint. Evidence number two was the timing, and this one is just as suspicious. Kawhi signs with LA in 2019, but his first no-show deal was years later. Why? Probably because the Lakers and the Raptors reported this to the NBA, and they were like, yo, keep an eye out for this, because Uncle Dennis is crazy. So the Clips probably let it wait.
Yeah, that nigga is crazy, bro. Asking for private jets, all type of shit. Who the fuck is that nigga feeling?
Die down. And then in 2021, Kawhi signs a new Clipper contract for 4 years, $176 million, and Aspiration starts paying him a few months later. But check this out. The Clips sent Aspiration $32.4 million on April 4th, 2022. And the exact same day, Kawhi signs his no-show sponsorship for $28 million. Again, what a coincidence. But there's another one. Kawhi takes a discount and signs a Clipper extension for about $150 million, leaving money on the table. But it turns out at the same time, Kawhi was getting millions from Daktronics, who created the Clippers Halo scoreboard in another undisclosed no-show deal. Daktronics just so happened to work with the Clips. How convenient. So how does the NBA not see all of this and say you're guilty? Well, they do see it, but there is no smoking gun where Ballmer says in an email, hey, we're doing this to circumvent the salary cap. And we've gone over this before. In 2000, the Timberwolves put it in writing that they were breaking the rules, so Commissioner David Stern came down hard. But without that, Ballmer can just say, I was introducing Kawhi to these companies, and what they went and did is none of my business, even though we all know it's BS. So why don't they punish him anyway? Bro. Because Ballmer has more money than God and can make this very uncomfortable for the league. He says in this report, if they try
Wait, hold on. What did that number say, nigga? Wait, that was in the billions?
Why don't they punish him anyway? Because
God damn! 1.4, nigga, what? 153 billion? What? Nigga, why did your ass buy the Clippers, bro? You could have bought the Lakers. Ain't Donald Trump just buy the Lakers or some shit? Also, it's ironic as fuck. Donald Trump, or no, someone from Donald Trump's family, nigga, I don't fucking know, because I'm, you know what I'm saying? I don't really give a fuck about Donald Trump. But, bro, somebody in Trump's family, they bought the Lakers or some shit. Your ass could have bought the Lakers. Why did you buy the Clippers? I don't know if you bought the Clippers or you started with the Clippers. I don't know, but if you bought the Clippers, man, your ass dumb as shit, bro. Being rich doesn't skip the fact that you retarded, bro. Real shit.
Ballmer has more money than God and can make this very
being rich doesn't mean you smart, nigga.
Uncomfortable for the league. He says in this report, if they try to say I circumvented the cap or punish me, I'm gonna fight this and take them to court and arbitration. And once that happens, we all go to discovery. Who else has contracts between the team sponsor and the team player? Can we see the details of all of them around the league? Hell, nobody wants that. And the NBA is like, this has already taken a full year. The public is pressuring us. And if we go to court, it's gonna stretch to like, what, 2 years fighting a billionaire? And the other part is...
This nigga Adam Silver pisses me off, man. Yo, please. Yo, kick this nigga Adam Silver out of here, bro. We had enough of this nigga, bro. We had enough of this nigga.
Ballmer's importance to the league.
The only thing this nigga did that was good for the league was make the fucking play-in. That's about it, nigga. I can't name anything else that nigga did that was good, bro. Get this nigga out of here already.
Literally 2 months after Adam Silver became commissioner, the Donald Sterling scandal came out. Racist owner, total scumbag, and Silver banned him from the league and said, you've got to sell. And it was Steve Ballmer who swooped in and paid $2 billion for the team, which everyone said was an overpay at the time, and made the whole...
Damn sure was an overpay. Damn, yo ass dumb as shit, bruh. Yo ass dumb as shit, bruh. What? 2 billion? Niggas paying $2 billion for a fucking Clipper. That's like paying $2 billion for the Kings or the fucking Wizards. You paying $2 billion for an ass franchise? Like, what the? Yo, that nigga dumb as shit, man.
Whole thing go away overnight.
That nigga dumb as shit, bro.
So Adam Silver got to avoid like months, maybe years of ugly
That's
drama
sad,
for the
bro.
NBA because Steve Ballmer saved the day. Plus, you look at all these other cheap owners like Tom Dundon in Portland, who's literally holding the city hostage for a new arena. But Steve Ballmer built a brand new state-of-the-art building out of his own pocket. If it wasn't for this aspiration scandal, Steve Ballmer and Adam Silver would be best friends. So what does this mean going forward? Well, the death penalty is off the table. The Clips will have no suspensions, no voided contracts, and no picks taken away. This also means the Raptors trade will go through, and Toronto is about to be a contender in the East. But it also means...
Them niggas not making it out the East. What? Contender? Them niggas not making it past the Sixers. They are not getting past the fucking Knicks. They not getting past shit. First round exit. Fuck is you talking about? What? Especially after this shit, nigga. Kawhi is gonna have no locker room, like probably no one in the locker room is gonna respect that nigga, and no one's gonna talk to each other, nigga.
They don't put this in writing.
They a first round exit, bro. Come on.
We can just assume this is gonna happen all over the league. Steve Ballmer finally figured out how to make his $120 billion make a difference. Even if the NBA has a salary cap and a second apron. I think the only big punishment, people are gonna hate this, will be on Kawhi's legacy. People will always think of him and the aspiration...
Facts, bro. And I used to think Kawhi had so much aura, bro. I remember back in 2019 when he ended the Warriors, man. He ended that bullshit, the Avengers bullshit that happened for like the past 3 years, man. He ended that Avengers bullshit. I mean, of course the Warriors won again, but like he ended like the overpowered bullshit that the Warriors had going on back in like 2017, 2018. He ended that shit, bro. I thought that was tough. I know there was injuries, but like, who gives a fuck? Injuries are part of the goddamn game, bro. So yeah, bro, I thought he had hella aura, bro. And he also, you know what I'm saying, he beat Bron, I think in like 2014. Yeah, he beat Bron in 2014. You know what I'm saying? But if D-Wade and Bosh were healthy, bro, the Heat would have fucked around and three-peated, bro. You know? And LeBron haters don't want to admit it, but if D-Wade and Bosh were healthy, not just healthy, if they weren't putting up role player numbers, because them niggas was just putting up role player numbers, and I fuck with D-Wade, but if they actually stepped up, we probably would have three-peated. You know? But it's alright, nigga. Bron's still the GOAT. Who gives a fuck? 6 rings or not, nigga, Bron's still my GOAT.
And the way that he quit on the Spurs will be right at the top of their mind, along with the Finals MVPs. And same thing with Steve Ballmer. He goes from like a quirky, fun, rich owner to kind of a shady dude who clearly broke the rules and got away with it. A lot of people will never forgive him for that. I'm not sure if any of that matters or if anyone thinks that's fair, but it looks like that's the only real consequence people are going to face. And I just want to point out that a lot of people in the comments or on Twitter, X or whatever, are going to say, this happens all the time. Pablo Torre's an idiot. He thought he was finding out some big conspiracy. This is just how the NBA does business.
Man, half of the niggas on Twitter be idiots, bro. Not all of them, but like, bro, don't take a random nigga on Twitter serious, man. You feel me? The tweets I be getting, bro, they be straight bullshit, bro. That's why, bro, I've been off Twitter ever since, nigga. What the fuck? It was straight bullshit, bro. I've been on Twitter ever since.
That's not true. These players and teams might arrange something kind of shady behind the scenes, but Kawhi is the only guy who said, I want to do nothing for it. Like in all these emails, there are these new Daktronic emails, and it's not a smoking gun. It's basically I think the Clippers people basically being like, hey man, are you going to like have him sign autographs or something? It's like, let's just do one thing so that it doesn't look completely shady. None of this would have happened if Kawhi would have done like the bare minimum, literally taken like one day out of his life to do, he didn't even have to do a full commercial. He could have done like pose for a picture on social media. That's it. And none of this happens. So a lot of this is on him and his uncle Dennis for being so shady. And when I talked about like the only punishment being public persona.
Nah, it's his uncle, bro. Yo, that uncle smoking something, bro. He must have been smoking something that day when he asked for a private jet, access to the team. What the fuck was that, bro? That nigga tweaked.
That's like, another thing is like going forward.
Why ass tweaking too,
the
bro?
Owner, like
greedy
no
as
matter
shit.
what free agent the Clippers get, like let's say they're doing this current rebuild and it's going great. They have these young guys and these picks and they build everything up. All they need is some big superstar free agent to come in, put them over the top to be like a real contender, finals, whatever. Like no matter what big success they have in the future, everyone's always, a lot of people are going to put a little asterisk on it, right? And they're going to say, yeah, well, I guarantee they were shady in winning whatever it is that they win in the future. So people, especially like if you get punished, a lot of times people do forgive you and let you off the hook. But if what you do and you're guilty clearly goes unpunished, you'll never, ever, ever, ever live it down. And a lot of people say, well, that's not good enough. That sucks. He's getting off easy. It may not be so easy. For the rest of time, as long as Steve Ballmer owns the Clippers, people are going to say everything they do is shady.
Man, Steve Ballmer, bro, like, come on, gang. Yo ass dumb as shit, man. If I had Joe money, nigga, I'm going straight to the Lakers organization, buying that whole shit, bro. Lakers or Celtics organization. Yo ass decided to buy the fucking Clippers. Come on, bro. Yo, that whole organization's just full of dumbasses, bro.
And everything they do is cheat and that they're cheating, even if they're not. So that does count for something. One other little thing that I wanted to include here that I didn't have time or space in for the video was what the NBPA said. So in the investigation, the NBPA also said, when they were asked about the whole situation, the NBPA, which is the players' union who represents the players union was...
See what I mean? Sometimes this nigga just be yapping, bro. What the fuck is that MIP? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I might fuck around and end off the video here, bro. Yeah, this nigga just straight yapping. I'm ending off the video here, nigga. Fuck is y'all talking about? Anyways, yeah, Kawhi Leonard, you know what I'm saying? They need to lock your ass up, bro. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? And you beat Braun too, bro. So yeah, you definitely gotta lock your ass up, bro. Cause you stop Braun from 3-peating, bro. Lock that nigga up, bro. Anyways, I'm out, bro.